Is the penis attached to her or like in her top drawer or something? Lesbians of Reddit, what would you do if you went out with a cute girl, started making out, and she told you she has a penis? What's up, my lesbians? Just kidding, I know that 90% of my viewers are males. So what's up, my bro? Thanks for coming to watch another storytime from Alien Radio. Since you're here, can you please like the video and subscribe? This way you won't miss any more storytimes with your favorite narrator, Andrew. If you do, I'll make sure to send you a waifu body pillow. Anyways, let's get into the stories. I would stand up, tell them that they forgot the serious answers tag, and leave. This is a fool's question. Everyone knows lesbians aren't on Reddit on a Saturday at this hour. They are at Home Depot planning on redoing the deck for when the weather gets nice. Leave or have her leave depending on where we are. Sorry, but not at all interested in penis or anyone who has one. There are plenty of other women who are, so it wouldn't be fair to either of them to continue anything. I would say thank you for trusting me with that info because I know it's hard, and if the chemistry was there, which I'm assuming it is since we're making out, then I'd continue. BTW, this doesn't happen as much as people try to paint this scenario. I've had trans women match with me on Tinder, and they immediately disclose this information, and then we continue from there. No one is tricking anyone. I'll politely decline. I know what I like and what my preferences are. I want to eat out a vagina. Not suck on a dick. I got friends who wouldn't mind though. I'll be her wing woman. As a bi woman, obviously not gonna bug me, but I've met lesbians who didn't want to date me because I've been with men before. So I assume from at least my experiences that some would be against it. A lot of the time it isn't because you've been with men before, but more because they think you're going through the experimental phase. Been through this as a bi female, the woman just had the decency to explain the actual problem and how she's been through the experimental lesbian thing, and it hurts, and she didn't want to go through it again. We ended up dating for 2 years. I really changed her opinion of bi people. Unfortunately, this is not the case a lot of the time. There's even a term they use, gold star, to describe lesbians that have never slept with a man. For those people, it's irrelevant whether it's because the girl is bi or lesbian, but came out of the closet later in life. There is a sadly significant percentage of lesbians who view women who have previously been with men as damaged goods. I would tell her that I don't care whether she's trans or cis, but I'm just not attracted to dick. I think that's understandable and not transphobic. My sister and ex-cis girlfriend both called me a transphobe for saying that I have similar feelings to you. My sister is blocked on social media, and I am now single. My body is not your democracy, and I will defend others of their personal rights as well. I'm a trans woman, I will die on this hill. Not liking dick isn't transphobic. It's called not being sexually compatible. Guilting a lesbian, through threats of being labeled transphobic, to have sex with your dick is kin to coercion, not consent, and is in no way being considerate of your partner's sexual preferences, which I'd think would be one of the fundamentals of healthy sex. Also, trans women feel the same exact way. In one of my feminist anthropology classes, this topic was brought up, and a classmate, who's not a trans woman, BTW, was saying it'd be transphobic to reject the trans woman because trans women are women, there's no difference. I raised my hand and was like, hey, trans woman here, and I can think of a few differences, starting with that most of us have, and all of us were born with a penis. I'm not into penises, and I can understand why someone else also wouldn't be. 5-minute argument ensues. It's not transphobic to say that you're not attracted to someone who's trans, even if it's because they're trans. In the same way that it's not offensive to not be attracted to people who are blonde, or who are really interested in sports, or who have a different lifestyle. You're attracted to the people you're attracted to. It's once you start disrespecting someone who's trans, or blonde, or sportive or whatever, and treating them like a lesser person because of it, that it becomes a problem. I have had this conversation multiple times and been called homophobic for not giving a gay guy a shot that I worked with. Literally had to say, you simply do not have the parts I am interested in. We can be friends, but you gotta stop trying to get me to touch your dick at happy hour. Which he would do through deception or aggression depending on his mood. Edit. Thank you all for your concern. This was in 2001. I don't work there anymore or see this person anymore. Personally, I'd be turned off. It doesn't bother me because she's trans, it bothers me because penises disgust me. I have no idea what I'd say or do in the situation, though, because it's nearly impossible to not sound transphobic there. Edit. I know having preferences doesn't make me transphobic. I meant it would probably seem like I'm transphobic and using that as an excuse. I just would personally feel bad. That's a me thing. I'm not saying trans women are horrible people who are going to demand sex or else I'm transphobic. I just meant I feel like it would be received weirdly. Hard to get this point across, lol, sorry. It's not transphobic to not be attracted to certain kinds of genitals. Not at all. I'm a trans dude. If a gay guy was not into dating me because I have a vagina, I mean, so what? Most gay dudes aren't into vaginas. He isn't wrong, I'm not wrong, we just aren't gonna be a couple. Hell, even if I was post-surgery and had a dick and he was still nah, so what? People have every right to decline sex or romance for any reason, and it doesn't make them bad. Everyone is fully entitled to having boundaries, and that is their right. You are supposed to have boundaries. This isn't transphobic at all. I'm a relatively straight dude, and when I was in college, a trans woman had a crush on me. It was a crappy situation all around, and I tried to put it into the most PC terms possible, but she played dumb and pretended she didn't understand until I was forced to say, look, I'm sorry, but I'm not attracted to people with penises. She told me this was both transphobic, because all women are women regardless of their parts, and misogynistic, because a woman is more than just a hole for you to duck, and tried to get her friends to harass me. Long story short, most of them took my side, not for the same reasons, but in the sense of you can't force someone to be attracted to you. I have nothing against trans people or any other kind of people, and clearly it's not fair for anyone involved, but you can't change what you are and aren't attracted to. First, I'd feel a little awkward because they seemed to be implying we're about to duck, and I wasn't ready for that. I just wanted some tongue. But anyway. Overall, I'd feel bad because I do not like penis, and I'd hate for there to be any sort of imbalance in the sex. So we'd have to discuss what I'm okay with and what they are okay with. And if we both are okay with what we are willing to give and receive, then we can proceed. I'd be like, okay, well, you can still go down on me and stuff right now if you want, but I'm not reciprocating, nor do I wanna see it, lol. After that, I wouldn't really want to continue anything after that because I genuinely feel nothing about penises. Literally nothing, not even disgust, just emptiness. And I like my long-term sexual relationships to have both of us perform on each other. I've been with touch-me-nots who have vaginas, and it's just too boring and unsatisfying even then, so I wouldn't want that again, even if they were happy to. I feel bad that I feel that way because it's pretty shallow and can be hurtful, but I just don't want to see touch a penis. Right, let's see if we can get ahead of this. I'm a trans woman, exclusively date women. 1. Most of the time the trans person is gonna disclose before you get to that point. You know, so we don't get murdered. 2. It's not transphobic to not like penis or vagina. Seriously. Very few trans people feel that it is, and a good amount of them come across as trolls anyways. 3. Why is nobody taking about mouthfeel? God. Lady dick has a different feel, apparently. I can't really comment as I've never sucked on any variety of willy. Can kind of confirm. I'm a bi guy, been with trans women and guys, as well as cis women. Obviously, trans women's penises are certainly different to cis men's. They have a different smell, in my experience, are a little bit softer, and just seem to be more feminine, what with being a bit more sensitive and all. It's hard to describe exactly how, but yeah, they are certainly different. In case you were looking for a serious answer. I'm a bi-cis woman. I tried dating a lovely trans lady once, everything was great until clothes came off. For me personally, I associate penises with my attraction to men, and that is not at all who she is, and it made me very uncomfortable thinking of her in that sort of masculine way. Needless to say, that didn't work out. I guess I just have a strong association with genitals matching someone's gender presentation. Hopefully that doesn't come off as transphobic. Thanks for watching. What did you think of the story time? Let me know in the comments below. If you liked the video, smash that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any more story times.